Bad boy, I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't wanna fuck with me.
The timing is curious. This guy's been there the whole time. He's been talking about it the whole time. Why haven't you followed up on this lead till now? And why now? You know, who are the conspirators? What was the motive?
They've known about this guy. He's been running his mouth for years. So why now?
Yeah, we want justice on all fronts. We don't want to be jerked around. These things will come out. The indictment is supposed to be unsealed on the 9th of October, and you know, we'll get more details.
Bad boy RDW8.
Police have finally charged a man in connection to the murder of Tupac Shakur in 1996, September 7th, 1996. This was the night of the Mike Tyson fight against Selden in Las Vegas. Tyson and Tupac were very good friends. Tupac had referenced Tyson in a lot of his songs. And as always, Tupac, when he rolled up to these places, he was deep. He had all of his guys with him. Tupac had already attacked Orlando Anderson. They'd had a previous beef, and you can see the guy in the white here, that's Suge Knight, who is putting a beat down on this guy as well. They're kicking him, and as far as they're concerned, it's point proven. Tupac is seen walking out of the hotel here, strutting as if he owns the place. Tupac and Suge then make the decision to go to a nightclub called the 662, which is the digits on your phone for MOB. It's mob-owned mafia type shit. And this is the final photograph ever taken of Tupac and Suge. Suge at the driver's side, Tupac on the passenger side. He'd been hit through the lungs, which had filled up with blood, and you know, he was never going to be the same again, because he'd also been shot like a year before this and survived that. So Tupac was like immortal and indestructible. Because he didn't die immediately, people just believed he'd pull through. Orlando Anderson was obviously the main suspect, being that he was the guy who got jumped by these guys. However, he was killed not long after this. One guy who was in the car didn't get killed. And unfortunately for him, he's decided to do YouTube interviews about 20 odd years later and has basically incriminated himself.
Now you tell me who won. I see them, they run.
So there was the rumor that after Pac got killed, Puffy gave Zip $1 million that was supposed to be handed over, and Zip ended up keeping it. And I remember when I interviewed TK Kirkland, who was actually roommates with Zip at one point. They were that close. He actually said, yeah.
The Fed said that too.
He said that shit actually happened. Well, the story that has circulated was that after Tupac got killed, Puffy allegedly gave the money.
I heard
to Zip.
Yes.
And Zip was supposed to give the money to Keffe and them.
Yes.
But he never gave the money to him.
But thank God he never gave him the money, right? Think about it. If he gave the money, Puffy would be in prison now, money for hire, a murder for hire. But if he would have gave them the money, it'd have been a murder for hire and Puffy would be locked up.
Been said that, like, in retrospect, that was probably the best thing that could have ever happened to Puffy. By Zip stealing the money, now Puffy isn't connected to that shit. Or else it would have been like a murder for hire or something, you know what I'm saying?
Now, it was this documentary that claimed...
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because you, listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody to kill Pac?
Any of you niggas from New York that want to bring it. But we ain't singing, we bringing drama. Fuck you and your motherfucking mama. We gonna kill all you motherfuckers.
The FBI said it was just Zip.
So the FBI told you the
said he
same
was
thing.
a dirty motherfucker, yeah.
So the FBI told you that Zip kept that money as well.
They said Zip's a dirty motherfucker. The fuck?
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, Zip had a history of ripping people off.
Yeah. He never ripped me off.
Well,
otherwise he wouldn't have...
Did he technically do? I mean, if he kept the money that supposedly...
True.
So actually, he ripped you off for $1 million.
Yeah.
We do it on our side.
Death Row guys were going to have a concert at the 662 Club. So we went to the 662 Club. Tupac and Suge, they didn't ever show up. So we left.
So these guys went out looking for them.
All the chicks was like, Tupac. And he was like, hey, like a celebrity, like he was in the parade. He wouldn't even been out the window. We would have never seen him. My partner busted you. When we pulled up, I was in the front seat.
You said the shots came from the back. Big Dre, Orlando. Who shot Tupac?
The keeper for the code of the streets. It just came from the back seat, bro.
Because what he's trying to do here is get all the clout for being involved and allude to the fact that it was me. He's been doing interviews about this for years now. Keffe D, I feel remorse for Tupac, but attacking Orlando gave us the green light. This is 4 years ago. How it took this long is insane. So this is the mugshot of Keffe D, aka Duane Davis, and he's taken into custody by Las Vegas detectives. So Chief Deputy District Attorney Mark D. Giacomo has described Davis as an on-ground, on-site commander who ordered the death of Shakur. Whether or not he pulled the trigger, he was in command, and they are going to charge him as if he ordered the death.
For 27 years, the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice to announce the arrest of 60-year-old Duane Keefe Davis, aka Keffe D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur. Our goal at LBMPD has always been to hold those accountable and responsible for Tupac's violent murder.
Most everybody who is involved in this whole incident is dead at this point. So I think, you run your mouth, you talk yourself into a search warrant. Maybe you've even talked yourself into a murder charge. We don't know that yet.
We do now. There was always speculation that P. Diddy was the one who was ordering the hit on Tupac because they'd had long-standing beef. Tupac was talking mad shit about him, and also P. Diddy publicly had put a warrant out for a death row chain.
Now, it was this documentary that claimed
We don't talk about things that are nonsense.
Apparently, Keffe D has detailed the motive for the shooting was a retaliation and to collect a $1 million bounty he claimed Sean Puffy Combs, aka P. Diddy, offered to him and his gang to kill Tupac and Suge Knight. P. Diddy has yet to be arrested, but refuses to address the allegations in public interviews.
No, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that.
Now that this guy has been arrested, P. Diddy must be shitting himself. Given the nature of the hit record hit him up by Tupac, where he went at both P. Diddy and the Notorious B.I.G., given the fact that Tupac already blamed this first shooting that he survived on P. Diddy and B.I.G., this makes a lot more sense, given that there is an established link between P. Diddy and Keffe D. It's funny because Eminem even alluded to this like a year or two ago in a diss record to Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly is signed to P. Diddy, but this idiot's boss pops pills and tells him he's got skills, but Kells, the day you put out a hit is the day Diddy admits that he put out the hit that got Pac killed. But yes, everything points to yes. P. Diddy killed Tupac. All these years later, we finally find out that it was Orlando Anderson who pulled the trigger, Keffe D who gave him the gun and set it up, and P. Diddy who paid them. Done.
it wasn't true.
Yes. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother.
Tupac's mother was campaigning for decades to find out who did this to her son, and she has since died.
We don't even entertain nonsense.
Ambitions as a rider, my ambitions as a rider, my ambitions as a rider.
BadBoy RDW8. R.I.P. Pac.